Welcome to the NATA 2018 in New Orleans. This is Sports Vision Pros. We're coming to you with a wrap-up of one of the recent education sessions we did for the certified athletic trainers here, which was an active learning lab on vision performance and vision enhancement. And we have a special guest here today. We have Tony. Tony, tell them where you're from.
Portland, Oregon, and we work for VIMA, a sensory performance company.
Now, Tony, you want to grab a pair of your specs?
Sure.
To show us? Now, what we did is, Tony was one aspect of what we did. Really, we were covering a wide range of vision enhancement, but also what trainers can do to actively help athletes. Now, Fraser, you ran in one station that was a little bit unique that they probably don't get here. What were you doing?
Yeah, so in my station, we were actually doing contact lens insertion removal. So we actually started talking about sodium fluorescein. So putting sodium fluorescein in the eye to either assess for corneal abrasion, or if somebody tears a contact lens and there's a piece in the eye, it'll highlight that area. But then we taught them how to basically handle a contact lens. Some of them never even touched a contact lens, which was fun for them to actually have that experience. And then we would teach them how to, hold those lids and then put the contact lens on the eye, and then also how to remove them from someone's eye.
Now, what percentage of trainers would you say were familiar with this, and how many were seeing this for the first time?
I would say more than the majority, this was their first time doing it. There was a handful that actually wore contact lenses, so it was easy for them, but there was a bunch of them that this is their first time ever trying it. You could see because they were nervous about it, but they got it down. They did really well.
Now, Eric, your station, what were you doing at your station?
I was doing basically the easiest drills you can do. You walk in day one and you say, I can do these today with a small budget, with small resources. I was training really just depth perception, peripheral vision, just kind of teaching them how to use tennis balls, how to use beanbags, how to use what you already have to increase your athlete's awareness and their general visual enhancement.
All right, and how many of your trainers had seen these type of drills before or had done anything of this?
Ironically, I asked everybody who did vision training, and only 2 people said they were. And so none of them had done any of this. So it was all foreign to them of trying to catch a tennis ball that was moving at the same time as another tennis ball, or just trying to balance on one leg and see a tennis ball come at you. And most of them dropped them, and they thought it was easy doing it, and then they started to try it, and it was really hard.
Now, Tony, we worked together on a little bit more of an advanced aspect of vision training, which was something that's been in the field for probably even 20 years, but it's been something that we all had a hard time getting our hands on. The technology of strobe, if you can explain a little bit of what the technology is and why it's readily available now.
Well, thanks for having me on, but when we were back at Nike, Dr. Al Ryko brought the concept of stroboscopic glasses to Nike. And so the premise is that as we block more vision, our brains have to become more efficient and with the information that it has. So incorporating into any of the skill enhancement drills, balance and stability, concussion mitigation, that type of thing. Nike decided to get rid of the program, and so that gave us the opportunity to build upon what we did at Nike. And so that's kind of where VIMA came. And so we've launched the product about 2 months ago. And rave reviews, people are excited about it, but like Eric said, a lot of education, a lot of evangelism, and as people start to see, I hate to use that pun,
sure.
The importance of vision, then they get it.
Right, and then this was something this was the gateway for me as far as a collegiate athlete. When I was a collegiate athlete, this technology was available, but it was so expensive and so rare that our entire program had one pair. You weren't allowed to leave the trainer's room with it, and everyone probably got 5 minutes the entire year with this thing.
Right.
And so it wasn't something that was practical, even though it was something that got everyone super excited about that. And you remember these days, 20 years or 15 years ago, where this type of technology was really cool, but it wasn't something that was practical. Bringing this to the masses now, is this something that's readily available for?
Yes,
so any program can just go and buy these straight up now?
Programs, physical therapists, occupational therapists, NFL teams are using them right now, probably 25 to 30 college programs, even just in the past couple months. So it's definitely readily available.
So I think the important thing today, Fraser, was that we showed the ability of an athletic trainer to cover the spectrum of what we do in eye care. Now, anything from basic contact lens insertion removal, basic visual training, and it's this hierarchy approach that, by connecting athletic trainers with doctors in their area, I think this is something that we can be more efficient. What you agree?
Yeah, and a lot of this is what Sports Vision Pro stands for. It's about interprofessional education around the athlete, any individual really, and vision performance. And part of it is educating those that have an interest in telling them this is what we can do as a group, and this is how we can make individuals better at their sport or activity that they're doing. And also they learn stuff about how to find an optometrist that will help them, how to integrate different training tools, what's newest out there. And so it's really something that is so applicable for them, and it was pretty fun just to hear the feedback from them, because they left pretty excited.
Sure. Well, that's it as far as really how we came together at this unique vision training lab at the National Athletic Trainers Association meeting. This is hopefully going to be an ongoing thing. We've had a lot of interest from the National Athletic Trainers Association. I'd like to thank them so much for this integration of these professions. So signing out from the NATA 2018 is
Eric Pitkanen.
Fraser Horn.
Derek Cunningham.
Tony Cichoke.
Take care.
Thanks.